We're going to be looking at connectors, point-to-point diagrams, and also circuits. In the project manager, we've got the corresponding project open, which is demo 14. I'm in the schematic subfolder, and we're in drawing demo10.dwg. Now, demo10.dwg has already got an existing connector in it. So let's pan and zoom in on that connector. And we're going to start looking at connectors first. So here's a connector that we're going to use in an AutoCAD electrical drawing. It's got a tag number there, PJ001, and it's got 4 pins, 01, 02, 03, 04, all sequentially numbered on the right-hand side of the connector. So if I was going to connect wires to that connector, they'd come off of each of those pins. Now, if I want to insert another connector into my AutoCAD electrical drawing, what I would do is go up to the schematic tab here on the ribbon and go into the Insert Components panel, and it's this little flyout menu here. And I've got 3 options. Ignore Insert Splice for the moment. We've also got Insert Connector, and we've also got Insert Connector from List. Now, if you look at the flyout there, that inserts parametrically generated connectors from an Autodesk Inventor professional XML file or another defined list in a separate XML file. Now, we don't have any XML files to use, so we're just going to go up to this one here, Insert Connector, and that'll bring up the Insert Connector dialog box. Now, the parametric tools that we're using here are similar to the parametric tools in Autodesk Inventor for connectors. That's why they're linked, because sometimes you have electrical connectors in Autodesk Inventor models that can be brought into AutoCAD Electrical. Let's have a look at our dialog box. You can see the pin spacing is 0.75. That's 3/4 of an inch because I'm using the JIC Imperial standards. And we've got 4 pins in the pin count box there. Now there's lots of different settings here. You can set a fixed spacing and you can go and pick that spacing from the drawing if you want to. My pin spacing is there, 0.75. I can also put a connector across wires and put it at a wire crossing. I might have, for example, a 3-phase multiple bus group of wiring, and I want 3 pins in my connector, and I want to put that across, like in the preview here, across the multiple bus wiring. The pin list is going to start at 1. You'll notice in this pin here, we've started at 01. There's a reason for that. I like to have zeros in front of my single digits, so 01, 02. I'll change that there to 01. To give it a numbering philosophy when I bring the pin into the AutoCAD electrical drawing. I'm going to change the pin count. I'm going to change that to 6. I'm going to leave it at the fixed spacing of 0.75. I'm going to insert all of the connector in one go. However, I can allow spaces or breaks when I've got connectors that are long. So if I had, say, 25 pins and I wanted to break that down into, say, 13 and 12, I could do that. And if I do that here, you'll see that that allows spaces and breaks, and when I bring the connector into the drawing, it'll prompt me where I want those spaces and breaks to go. I'm just going to insert all of my 6-pin connector. I can also start the connector as a child and link it back to a parent component in the drawing as well. Now you'll notice that this particular connector here has the pins on the right-hand side. If I flip here, you'll notice I can flip so that the pins are on either side of the connector. I want them on the right-hand side like that, so I click on Insert. What will happen now is you'll see that on my mouse, instead of a crosshair, it's showing me where that connector is going to go. So I'm going to place it roughly there. You'll see all of the attributes come up as it comes in, and you'll also see that we've got PJ ? That's because I need to edit that component now to go in and change the component tag for that connector. So I click on it, right-click, edit component like so, and I can go in here and change that component tag to 002, let's say. I'll OK that now. That updates in the drawing, PJ001, PJ002. So that's how I insert a connector into my AutoCAD electrical drawings.